She's a dear friend and also a fiddle student of mine. And Linnae, what made you want to play the fiddle?
Well, I've been listening to fiddle music for over 20 years and I love it. I've always loved it. And taking Caitlin around to lessons and workshops and contests and all of that. So I've been listening to it for a long time, and as you know, you've been my biggest encouraging me to take fiddle lessons. So I decided it was finally time. I'm retired, and it was finally time for me to see if I could really do this.
And how old were you, and when did you start?
I was 63 when I started, and I just started this past January after the 2018 fiddle contest at the Colorado Fiddle Championships.
I think it takes an incredible amount of courage to start a new skill at 63. Did you have any reservations?
I was a little nervous. I didn't know if I could actually do it. I was a little concerned that maybe I would not be able to learn by ear, because it seems like it's really difficult, and I will say that I was pleasantly surprised to find out that I could actually do it.
What kinds of things made you feel like you could do it?
I love the way that you broke down the technique where you taught me the basics up front and how to get through step by step, holding the fiddle, holding the bow, playing the bow. So you broke it down so that I felt I built confidence up in myself so that I could do each of those things. So finally, when I was able to play the first tune, it wasn't so scary and so daunting.
Well, it's been amazing to watch you build your confidence and also build your tunes. Linnae started taking lessons from me when I had just written my 24 favorite fiddle tune book, and so she got to start it from the beginning. She now plays 15 tunes, and you just learned Red Wing off of fiddleschool.com. She's one of my beta testers, so even though the public hasn't seen any of what's in Fiddle School, can you let them know how you're going to use it, how it was helpful for you, and what surprises they might find?
Yes, I just, this last week, excuse me, this last week, I was in the fiddle book. I was ready for Red Wing, so I learned Red Wing by going through your step-by-step, learning each phrase and the different bowings and all of that. I learned Red Wing, and again, it was very, very professional, very well laid out. And what I found myself doing, because I was able to poke around in the site and review what you have out there, I found that I needed review on some of my bowing techniques and how to correctly get the right weight on your bow. So I went back to some of the previous techniques that you've taught me as we've gone through this book together. Mm-hmm. And I was able to review some of those things and brush up on them, and it was very helpful for me to get through learning Red Wing. So
cool. And you mentioned that you and your husband Brian just bought an Airstream.
Yes. Yes, so we just bought an Airstream, and I knew that I wasn't going to be able to have lesson in person every week because we were going to be traveling. So the beauty of Fiddle School is that I can still go take lessons and learn new tunes and new techniques and brush up on things that I might feel like I'm a little rusty on or can improve on, because you always are improving. So I'll be able to still continue to take lessons, even though, even though I'm not able to come to lesson every week. So it's really very complimentary with having lessons in person, and you don't, I prefer being with you because you're my friend, but I can still see you remotely in Fiddle School.
You can just touch the screen and I'm there. I'll miss you when you're not here for your lessons, but yeah. Linnae is a tremendous student. She's very dedicated. She tries to practice every day, and it really shows in her playing. And pretty soon we'll post a video of Linnae playing. But thank you so much for interviewing today with Fiddle School, and we hope you too will join the jam.
I highly recommend it.